Hey guys, welcome back to round 2. We have Ash versus whoever this guy is. I'm just kidding, it's Paul. I think you both kept 7s and Ash won the die roll.
That's correct.
Let's play some powerful magic.
Are you forgetting something?
Am I?
Would you like us to reveal our hands?
Yeah.
Oh, sure. I mean, that's
You
part
can
of
go
playing
first.
powerful
All right.
magic.
Is it? I don't think it's part of playing Magic unless someone thought seizes you.
Not a bad start. We'll see how it goes. Alright.
Am I good?
Go ahead.
Okay. We have these magic cards, those magic cards, and some additional magic cards.
He's giving away information.
I mean, it's not the craziest, but I think it's definitely fine.
Confirmed, we are playing magic.
We are. Welcome
Alright,
back,
you're good
Paul.
to... Yeah, Paul.
Alrighty.
All right, I'm going to start with a snow-covered mountain into a grim lavamancer.
Fair enough.
Go for it.
Spice.
Draw.
I wouldn't call it spice.
I will go Razor Verge Thicket and Esper Sentinel.
I wanted to play
pass it
Grim
to you.
Lavamancer in my deck so bad, but there were too many cuts that had to be made.
I'm going to play Fiery Islet. Then I will Forked Bolt, 1/1, and I will pay for it. So
Sure.
I'll take 1 damage.
Ash down to 19.
Paul is also at 19, but I'm attacking Paul to 18.
Yes.
And then I will pass the turn.
Alright. Untap. Draw. And play Savannah. And we'll play this Grizzly Bear known as Voice of Resurgence. Go ahead.
Confirmed, good Grizzly Bear.
Draw. Huh. Definitely seen worse grizzly bears, that's for sure.
Ash, you're playing red deck wins. You're not supposed to think, you just go.
No think, only go.
No think, only go. Just kill him.
I'll play a Viashino Pyromancer, putting myself to... I don't have a life level over here. What am I at? 18?
You were going down to 18.
And I will be going down to
Paul's going
17.
I dome him for 2 off of this.
I think you should be going down to 16. Yeah.
You are correct.
18 and 16. Oh, I just about set Paul's life to 116.
Nice. I'll pass. Can we lose your
Yeah,
phone?
I was about to
Untap.
pull out.
What would have been great is a 1-mana removal spell for that voice.
Avacyn's Pilgrim.
Uh-huh.
That is a very pretty
Reflecting
Avacyn's
Pill.
Pilgrim.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Paul notably has green and white mana.
I am struggling
so
with
much
some
green and white, man.
green and white. Struggling with colors beyond green and white. It is a problem with a 4-color deck.
I'm going to play this snow-covered mountain.
You can set that over there. You're at 18 and Paul's at 16.
Okay, well, let's just Skullcrack Paul.
Sure. I will be going to 13.
I'm going to pay 1 life and exile these 2 cards from my graveyard to deal 2 damage to this Voice of Resurgence.
Sure. I will trigger the voice and get a Voice of Resurgence
I
token.
think they're in the other pile. I'm unsure
You
though.
could very well be correct. It looks like you are.
And then
Did I miss the damage somewhere?
Fiery Islet.
I believe you.
And then I'm going to attack with my Viashino Pyromancer.
So I'm not really hurting for green and white mana, so we're just going to make this trade here.
Cool. Go
Rather
for
keep
it.
my life total high.
I'm in a favorable position where I get to not care about trading stuff that badly because of my Grim Lavamancer getting additional value
Just
out of.
fuels the damage.
Yep.
Yeah, still struggling with our colors, but that happens on occasion. We will attack for 1
Go to 15.
and pass the turn.
And if you're not going to block, you might as well attack.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to play Seasoned Pyromancer, going to 14.
Sure. In response to the trigger of Seasoned Pyromancer, I'm going to Swords to Plowshares your Grim Lavamancer.
Ooh, okay. So I'm going to gain 1.
Yep. Just want to make sure he doesn't
to
get
do that before he discards cards.
Yep. So I will discard Galvanic Iteration and Magmatic Sinkhole,
Fair enough.
and then draw 2 cards.
And you may have some elementals.
I should get 2 elementals.
Yeah.
Woo! And then I'll pass the turn.
All right, deck. Can we get some red or black mana? That could be red or black mana. I will cast Abundant Harvest.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm going to choose land.
This is going to be a basic
I don't
forest.
think anyone's played that on camera yet.
I almost put it in my deck.
So you choose land or non-land, and then you flip till you find it.
Boy, howdy, that was
Ooh.
Brutal.
Yikes.
So you choose land, non-land. You reveal cards from the top of your deck until you hit a permanent of a card of the chosen type and put that into your hand.
So the rest go on the bottom in any order or random order?
Random order.
Okay.
Sometimes your mana base is your own worst enemy.
It is indeed.
Good news is, even if he does find like a tapped source of another color, his reflecting pool will give him.
Yep.
I will pass the turn. As you can see, I am in desperate need of just one color, and my hand is unlocked.
I'll play a Wooded Foothills.
Maybe he'll blood moon.
I will go to combat.
Yes.
I will attack with all of my creatures.
So the elemental token does get considerably better, but I have to play to the out of unlocking some of the spells in my hand. So I'm just going to trade off now, and I'll take 3.
Okay.
It's not ideal, but it is what it is.
I'm going to play a Dragon Rage Channeler.
Correct.
And
With currently 2 types in the graveyard.
yes, instant and creature. What is fetch?
Now
To
3 types.
14.
Right. I'm missing all kinds of damage on your end, Ash, so just tell me what life total you're at and I'll...
I'm at 14.
I have that now, but I had you at 16 before, but I'm sure I missed...
I've been doming myself off this fiery island pretty much every turn. We'll get a volcanic island off the fetch. I'm taking one more from the fiery island to Exquisite Firecraft, targeting you, put you to 6. I now have instant sorcery land creature. I have Delirium,
Yes, you do.
and I also get to Surveil.
You do.
Why? Oh, leave that there.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Uh-oh.
I don't know why I revealed it. I was thinking it was like a...
We are dead, but we will pass the turn.
Alright. I will attack for 4
Correct.
and incinerate you.
Well, you attack for 6.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
Just kidding.
With damage on the stack.
Yeah. Yeah, that,
Oh, of course.
Like I said, if we get a red source, we can do both of these,
Definitely.
followed up by a Fleetfoot Dancer with some extra lifelink.
that's a
But
big,
it happens.
That's a big change for sure.
Yep.
I mean, when you're running 4 mana, or 4 colors, what can you expect? You know?
Yeah.
Does not happen often, but it does happen.
I don't usually play the lower to the ground versions. I like to play the, like, 4-drop versions. Like, I like most of my 1s and 2s just to be interaction.
Mm.
For
So-
4 color blood.
Yeah, so I find myself playing more tap lands. Or like 2 triumphs and then...
There is not
Just
a single
fetches.
tap land in the deck on turns 1 through 3.
Do you just play all 10 fetches in the deck?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Because you're at least 1 color on each of them,
Yeah,
there's nothing that the deck can't get.
Do you run into any
Use-
trials?
No. You are currently, for budgetary reasons, I'm running 2 duels, Savannah and Bayou, and then the appropriate shock lands along with the 3 of the 4 fast lands, because you want green on 1. You don't care so much about Blackleaf Cliffs, as well as you have castles, some other useful lands, as you saw Caracas, Reflecting Pool. Things of that nature. Alright, let's see if we can have a much better game too.
Some builds that aren't as aggressively slanted, like the more controlling versions, will do triumphs, but it used to be you would just play all the fetches, all the shocks, all the duels, and then some other stuff. But now a lot of versions will cut some shocks if they have all the duels
Yeah.
to put triumphs.
And are you
to put
taking the play?
a couple
I will
triumphs.
indeed take the play. It's amazing what these hands look like when you have the appropriate colors of mana. This will be a functional 7.
It's like, man,
This
I can
one is
actually
so
cast...
tempting.
How many cards
but
did you have
I'm
in your
gonna
hand
mourn
at the end of the
that
game?
hand.
Like,
5.
I would have kept.
I also would have kept,
I
but
saw-
I'm super greedy.
I saw a 3-drop and a 2-drop off the top. It was a 1-land Goblin Guide.
Yeah,
And if I draw a second land, my hand is unlocked, but...
that's all.
My game 1 versus you, I had 1 land, Soul Ring, like Emerald Medallion, and I'm like,
You also had a Elvish Mystic.
yeah, Elvish
Yeah,
Mystic,
yeah.
so I'm just like, oh, hopefully he doesn't have a bolt. Or like a
Hey,
smash to
hey,
smithereens or something.
Would have been worse if it was like Dark Blast. Not that you play Dark Blast, but
The best would have been like Kolagun's command, kill the Dorothy and the Soul Ring.
Whoa.
that would have been bad.
Luckily, I kept top decking lands at that point.
Mhm.
Sadly, that top deck land also went to.
It continued into game 2.
Deck was like, hey, I heard you need lands, my dude.
The deck's trying its best. It's like, I'm gonna give you the lands. Don't worry, I'm giving you the lands. Oh wait, you want me to stop? Oh, I'm sorry, I missed that message.
All right. Would you like to show your hand, Paul?
Alright.
I'm at 6.
So we got these.
6 cards.
Along with these. Should be a much more interesting game.
Looks like castable spells.
Yes.
Go ahead. Okay. We have these friends, a couple of these kind of things, and then a whole. You know? You feel
Oh, I
me?
guess. Whoa.
All right, ready?
Alrighty. I will begin with a Blood Crypt tapped.
I'll play this mountain and pass the turn.
Untap. Draw. We will fetch down to 19. Going to get a Savannah. We are online with all of our colors, which is very
Trying to
nice.
get that green and white man again.
He didn't get enough last game.
Didn't get enough. I will just cast a Stoneforge Mystic.
Oof. Okay,
Resolve the trigger.
go for it.
Alright, I will get Umizawa's Jitei.
That's not what I want to see. Gonna be
That
honest.
was
There
quite
are-
good against Burn.
Yes.
Notably,
Red Deck
notably
wins.
good card.
Notable.
I will pass the turn.
On your end step, I will burst lightning your Stoneforge Mystic.
Yes.
Because I don't need that crap.
That is very fair.
Go to me.
Yes.
The only thing worse than a Jitei is a creature that Jitei can be equipped to.
Play a snow-covered mountain and an Eidolon of the Great Rebel.
You have an Eidolon.
I will pass the turn. So this either eats a removal spell and trades for a card and some damage, in which case, sure. Or it gets to dome him several times.
Unless he only plays 4 drops for the rest of the game.
That's true.
I play Swamp, so this doesn't feel fantastic, but I would like to develop things a bit more. So we are going to path the Eidolon.
Okay. So you'll take 2.
Yes, I will be at 17,
I will get a snow-covered mountain tapped.
and then I will play.
Actually, we're actually gonna get an island.
You're
Okay.
on an island?
I'm on one island.
Fair enough.
Is
exactly.
that for Prismatic Vista and
Prismatic-
Karn?
Well, back to basics.
Oh, sure.
And Blood Moon. So like if I draw one of those, I want to have blue mana if I draw Recall or something.
That's fair.
Sure.
And then I will play Tenacious
A
Underdog.
very pretty island.
Sure. Tenacious Underdog.
You are good, and I will pass a turn.
Alright, untap, draw.
He says.
I will play a Volcanic Island.
Mhm.
Now you can cast 2 recalls.
I'll play a Blood Moon.
Yep, I kind of assumed that was going to happen, but
I mean, it is getting the island kind of signals it.
Paul
we will
does have
play-
a swamp, so.
Yes, he has a swamp
Not-
and he has a G
And a Jitei, so not entirely out of the game.
I will attack for 3.
No blocks. Go to 17.
Pass the turn.
Draw.
Yep. 17 all.
I'll play a mountain. I will Volcanic Hammer the Tenacious Underdog.
Sure.
Kill every creature that a Jitei could possibly be equipped to.
Uncrop Crasher, attack for 3.
I will go to 14.
I'll pass. So Blood Moon is pretty much my best card in this matchup.
Arguably, back to basics may be a bit better, but
Yeah, I mean, like if he can land anything, Jitei can really help him out. But
I will pass a
tough.
turn.
It's definitely tough for him to do so. 3.
Before damage.
Sure.
Kolagon's command, 2 damage on Crop Crasher, return Tenacious Underdog.
That's pretty good, actually. Yeah,
Okay.
not bad. Underdog in hand.
Yep.
A lot of spike you.
I'm at 11.
Pass turn.
Untap. Draw this.
alright, I'm really bad at this. I just realized I had you at 27 for a while, Ash. And
Oh
just
my
fixed
goodness.
it,
I'm gonna have to fix this whole thing.
The
I just
underdog
like to
has
make Ash's
returned.
life harder.
Go ahead.
Untap. Draw. You're at 11.
I am indeed at 11.
Okay.
That Jitei is just itching to get on a creature.
Really is though. play a Robber of the Rich.
Sure.
I will go to combat.
Mm-hmm.
I will attack with my Robber of the Rich. So exile. I have one card, so exile that card.
I will declare no blocks.
Okay, you take 2.
I will be at 9.
Can I play lands?
You cannot. You may cast the
Cast.
spell.
Okay, well we will exile that Temple Garden then.
Yep.
And I will pass turn.
Untap. Draw this card. I mean, we have but one option. Equip the Jite.
I'll incinerate in response.
That is indeed rough. I will pass the turn.
Draw.
Tenacious underdog, not quite tenacious enough.
Attack with Robber.
That is a strip of mine.
Put you to 7.
Yep.
I'll play a Harsh Mentor. Pass turn.
Alright.
Luckily, I mean, it kind of doesn't matter much anymore, but Harsh Mentor does beat Jite.
Yes.
Okay, this is not ideal, but it will keep me alive. We will cast Tainted Pact.
Sure. I do wonder, I imagine it's removal.
I will choose this Lightning Bolt.
Sure.
Ooh. Oh, those are exiled. Excuse me.
Question is, like, do you, like, it sucks that he has to probably, I don't know. It's kind of.
I will invoke this Fury
Oh, that makes
by
more
pitching
sense.
this Lightning Bolt. I will deal 2 and 2.
Alright, that's much better than.
Yes. It was looking for just a singular red
Any
spell.
red card.
I was gonna say, like, do you kill the one that draws cards or the one that turns off Jite?
Correct.
Alright.
I will pass the turn.
I will draw. I will Chain Lightning you.
I will be at 4.
I will. Maybe. Yeah, I'll pass. Maybe I should have waited till you theoretically could have copied it
Go.
to tempt you. Firecraft.
Oh, there you go.
Yep. I mean, once again, just stuck with a bunch of uncastables in hand. That's how this matchup will go.
Thanks for the game, sir.
Good games indeed.
Well,
You got more lands than you really wanted, and he got less lands than he really wanted.
Yeah.
I mean, I had the lands that I needed. It was just I could not cast my spells because of the Blood Moon.
quite the fast match.
Quite the-
Mana base.
Usually that's how
And-
aggressive versus aggressive decks work, but for some reason we just jammed up boards
We
and
just-
just sat there.
well, I mean, often I think aggressive versus aggressive, you do find yourself staring at each other a lot.
Yeah.
But
You're just
I
like,
mean,
I don't want to die to the crackback. You die to the crackback.
the issue with this matchup is I just have some insane silver bullets that he just doesn't have.
Yeah.
Correct.
So, and there's not much a way to
Sadly,
interact with them.
K-Command does not hit enchantments.
Correct. I had the
Yeah,
prismatic
it's
ending,
unfortunate.
but the only fetch land I found was a Wooded Foothills. I have the basic plains, which could have tagged the Blood Moon, but
Yeah.
just didn't have it in time.
Or if you managed a dork on one or something. But
Yeah, so-
I had so much
that
interaction.
noble would have been, yeah.
So I had a Noble. The choice was, do I path the Eidolon or do I play the Noble? And the choice was path, because if I'm just going to keep casting spells into it, I don't have much of another choice.
Yeah, I think you just had to assume I didn't have it.
Yes.
Because there's.
There's very little I can do. I kept a hand that could beat it, but
I mean, the thing is, I feel like even if I could be wrong, but even if I get to keep the Eidolon, and you get to prismatic ending the moon, you're probably still dead. Like by the time you end up removing the Eidolon, it does 8 to you, I think.
so if I
Like-
play the Noble, the following, so it takes 2, take 4, then prismatic ending for 4 to not take 2.
Oh, sure, that's true.
Yeah.
But if you're trying to path in the same turn, then
And that
you
also
can't-
assumes that the dork survives.
Correct, which as we clearly
Yeah.
saw was
yeah,
not going to
yeah,
happen.
I had enough burn, so.
All right.
Either way, good games.
Good games
Hope
indeed.
you're next one.
All right, see you in the next round.